had laid hold on John and bound him and put him in prison for Herodias' sake, his brother Philip's wife. So his brother has a wife, Herodias, and Herod, the tetrarch, a king, has taken up with her. For John said unto him, it is not lawful for you to have her. You are not permitted to cavort with your brother's wife. You're the king. We're Israel. You're supposed to know that. Not lawful. And when he, and this was embarrassing. This was an embarrassment. His wife says, you've got to do something. We cannot have this man every day out there, okay, telling everybody that what we're doing is sinful. Something has to be done, and you're the king. Do it. Solve it. And when he would have put him to death, he feared the multitudes because they counted him as a prophet. So Herod has a problem. His wife's after him. He himself has got to be tremendously embarrassed. And the multitudes are listening to John and saying, you know, he's right, John's right. And John has the courage to speak up. Verse 6, but when Herod's birthday was kept, the daughter of Herodias danced before him and pleased Herod. That's this Salome. Whereupon he promised with an oath to give her whatever it was that she would ask. And she, being instructed of her mother, said, give me here John the Baptist's head in a charger. And the king was sorry. Boy, am I sorry that I said that I'll give you whatever you want. And the king was very sorry. Nevertheless, for the loath's sake and for them which sat with him at meat, he commanded it to be given to her. So he commands that John the Baptist, who's in prison, that his head be taken off. And he sent and beheaded John in the prison. And his head was brought in a charger and given to the damsel, and she brought it to her mother. Surely John knew that sooner or later this speaking against the king is going to be heard, and the king would be in a position to do something about it. He must have known he was headed for trouble, but he went ahead anyhow. In defiance of the king, strictly on the basis of, king, you're out of line, and somebody needs to say so. Somebody needs to say so. And so, sure enough, John had his head removed. Something. Why was John such an unusual individual? Such blatant sin. You'd think that there'd be a lot of people who would be speaking up, speaking out. What about all the religious people? Where are they? How come they're not confronting the king? No, it's John the Immerser, John the Baptist. He was an outstanding individual in that he was willing to do the necessary, regardless of the cost. Regardless of the cost. He was not afraid. He was not afraid. He was courageous. You know, courage is what people are really interested in. You watch the dramas on television and in the movies, you know, somewhere in there you're going to find the hero is mustering some kind of courage, because courage is what we're really interested in. Fascinates us. How does that person do that? Let's look at another episode in Jewish life. Let's turn to John chapter 7, verses 1 and 2. It's going to tell of another circumstance. It says, after these things, Yeshua walked in Galilee, for he would not walk in Jewry, because the Jewish people sought to kill him. His fellow Jews sought to kill him. And now it was the Jewish Feast of Tabernacles was at hand. So Yeshua also had come to notoriety and had come to the attention of the authorities. And in verse 7, it says, "The world cannot hate you, but me it hateth, because I testified of it, that the works thereof are evil." So Yeshua is saying, look, if the world hates you, it's because they really hate me. It's the me in you is why they hate you. And that's how it is. We are mobile carriers of the Spirit of holiness. Say you're not. But there is holiness in us. In us. And somewhere down the line, it does manifest. People come to realize that we have something. They can't put their finger on it, but that's what it is. So Yeshua says, they hate you because they hated me first. It's me they really hate. It's the me in you which causes people to hate you. So hate is a strong word. Do we feel hated? Hated? Does the world hate us? Yes, the world does hate us. When I speak of the world, there's the world, the flesh, and the devil. The world is the world system. The world system. The world's economic system, the world's political system, how, society functioning together is the world. So, we're hated. They don't come right